now showing you very interesting table, very significant. Unfortunately, in Hebrew, we try to explain to you what you see here. What you see here basically is a Bagatz, the Supreme Court, is guilty with the leftists in red. Now, what it is about, clearly written here, the paper. Coalition members attack the judges of the High Court and blame them for the difficult event in Tel Aviv. The judges of the High Court endanger the existence of the State of Israel as the nation state of the Jewish people, wrote Knesset member Boaz Bismuth, he was the editor of Noavi before, of the Likud. They were done against the law and with the abject short-sightedness of the High Court judges. Today we tested against how it blows up in our faces. In fact, a lot, if you will read in all the papers in Israel in English, they will show you what is going on. You will see there many pictures about this terrible disaster that happened to cars and people and shops frightening. And this is really also in the paper, Tel Aviv, Israel AP. Hundreds of Eritrean government supporters and opponents clashed with each other and with Israeli police Saturday, leaving dozens injured in one of the most violent street confrontations among African asylum seekers and migrants in Tel Aviv in recent memory. Among those hurt were 30 police officers and 3 protesters hit by police fire. Altogether, 170 people were wounded. So, terrible situation, and this is clearly what is written. There's a Bagatz, and I think the leftists who supported them definitely. Now, there's a lot written about it. There's one of the cars of many who were damaged. And as you see the table, very significant table, and clearly shows the situation in Israel right before the end of days. This is what is assumed that it looked like. So, as you see here, very significant table, because you will see the words which are coming together. So the first thing you have here, I think is only twice in the Torah, this sentence. This is maybe the minimum, but this is one of 2 only. So Bagatz Hashem, the Bagatz Supreme Court, which is a Hebrew abbreviation of Gavor Tzedek, Beidin Gavor Tzedek, and the left is the best missing the Torah of the Bagatz, and the left is small. And what is going on? So clearly you see here the great damage which was caused. The Churban really was a real like destruction. Shops were broken and frightening situation, how much like if you look at what was going on, the pictures are both frightening, yeah. So Mamash was like a Churban. What you have more is very important verse which teaches a lot about the situation that we are now in, and this is, if you remember, many times I mentioned what our rabbis tell us, that before the coming of the Messiah, the rulers, unfortunately, in Israel will be, we should call Erev Rav, Erev Rav. And those are leaders which unfortunately are against the Torah, against the Sabbath, against Judaism, and they will rule like today we have the Bagat, the Superior Court in Israel. This is known. Clearly, when matters of Judaism comes there, they are against, definitely. You can see it clearly against the Sabbath, against other laws of Judaism. So, parallel comes this, because this is, if one can say, the main troublemakers, because they are against settlements, these are very much for the leftists, they are very much for the Arabs, for the terrorists. And they very much were for these Eritreans, there's a lot written in regard to it, that they did not allow to send them back, even to pay the money, they said they should be in Israel, we should not do anything to them. And people warn them, threaten them clearly, look, but they wanted very much more and more non-Jews in Israel, that the land will not be a Jewish land. The whole nation can be there. But Russian, which are not Jewish. And you can see the result, and you will see later on which will be who. The new generation of these people, they will be much worse. So you have your parallel, the man, Erev Rav, to the Supreme and the leftists which are guilty in this situation, which is great churban, it's like a destruction, if you will see it. From the picture, cars were broken, and shops. So, this is unfortunately the situation in Israel, definitely it's come here. But what is really frightening, that you have here the enemies of Israel, Iran, it's Iran here, twice comes Iran, in red Iran, comes here presidents of Iran, and Raisi, Raisi, and Amanai. I never found them coming together, really. Raisi, Amenai, and all of them is Iran, and we know quite well that these people now are planning to destroy Israel. We know already 100,000 missiles around the atom to end. Just now we heard that there are planes, pilots definitely, which can reach Tel Aviv and full with explosions. So the situation is at all not simple, and it goes together, because our rabbis tell us, if Jews will not repent, will not keep the Torah, will translate the Torah in the Shabbos, which is unfortunately now going on, then God will appoint upon them a very cruel leader like Haman, who will threaten to destroy them, young and old. And here what you have the link, quite small skip of Amanai with Iran together, is frightening, and with Raisi together. Not simple at all. And everything that they are doing is under the Islam, and you can see the Islam come here. The Islam comes here also, in yellow, Islam, and this is the most dangerous, because these people, for them is not important land and countries, for them is important faith in Allah, in the Shia. In fact, this is why they want to be very strong atomic state, because they will say to the bird, look, if you don't accept Allah as Shia, you see, we have this kind of place, we have missiles and everything ready to eradicate you from the world, because for them one should believe in Allah. Yeah, this is exactly what they say clearly, and this is why they are fighting Israel. Yeah, because they think that it's not the right faith of God. Okay, believe in God, but it's not what they want people to believe, frightening. So this is exactly what is going on now. Yeah, you have the danger of the, like, the Abrahamic multitude, Yvette Lieberman and Lapid, all this against the Torah, the Supreme Court and the Leftists. From the other side, you have the evil forces, which is Lilith. Remember, Lilith is a evil force of lust, yeah, prostitution, homosexualism, and there is a masculine evil force, which is Samael, yeah, Samael, which has to do with the left. You remember, we say that the Hebrew word Samael means to blind God. It means those people who don't want Torah and commandments to prevail. They want democracy, no God. They want to blind God, to have a religious country. And this is exactly what the word Samael here. You come in green, you see in green comes Samael. So this is, in fact, 3 times a day, a Jew prays, asking God to uproot, eradicate these evil forces, of the left, Samael, and all this lust and so on, homosexualism, all these unfortunate things. Then, what more you have here, and this is also frightening, because you have here Hamas, Hamas are those who are working for Iran. You can see Hamas comes here. Hamas, in red, you see Hamas. And the letter Samech of Hamas is the letter of Raisi. Your connection between the Hamas, the PLO, which comes also here, and there is letters, these also definitely, unfortunately, are connected. Yeah. Then you have here also the years. We are now living in process of 3 years. We started from 5721, according to Khatam Sofer. This is the beginning of this process of redemption. Tafshin Pe'alef. Yeah, we have it also, Tafshin Pe'alef. Yeah, we can see here, Tafshin Pe'alef. This was the starting, right, of this process. Then come to Tafshin Pei-Bet, which is a sabbatical year. You have here the year Tafshin Pei-Bet with a sabbatical. This is Shana Shvi'it. In Hebrew, Shana is the 7th year. This was the year that we had, and now we are in the continuation of this year. Now we're in Mosai Shvi'it, like we're in Mosai Shabbat. So we are in the continuation of the sabbatical. Yeah? Which really supposed time that we'll have Messiah. Yeah, but for this we need Shuvah. And amazingly, here you have in purple the Hebrew word Teshuvah, and the Messiah, Mashiach. Unbelievable. Yeah, when Jews will repent, then they will have a Messiah. And these situations that we are now, all these threats of Iran, Isi and Amani, and Islam, all this who coming as a Fatah, all this, the Hamas, clearly are those who will bring Jews to repent, like in the 6th Day War. That was a great, the story, by 6th Day War, all the planes of the Egyptians were ready to explode Israel after Tel Aviv was already ready for cemetery. No, they asked yeshiva boys to learn 24 hours a day, to pray, and miracles happen, 6th Day War, but now it's similar, now it's much worse, 120, and more than 1,000 missiles, if they will shoot it, what will be? So, very interesting tables. I said, unfortunately, don't have it in English, but one have to learn Hebrew. In the time of the Messiah, it's written that the prophet Zephaniah said in chapter 3 that the whole world will speak Hebrew. So, exactly what is going on now and what is written there. The Supreme Court, the judges endanger the existence of the state of Israel. Okay, there's a nation of state Jewish people, but this is definitely, but not only this, you see in the table that the danger is much more from Raisi, Amani, Iran, Hamas. Hamas comes parallel, full writing of Hamas with Aleph, parallel to a mixed multitude. Those people, mixed multitude, want to eradicate Israel spiritually from the Torah. And this Hamas want to eradicate Israel from the physical existence. Frightening. So very significant table, really. And this clearly shows we are in the end of days. So, as I said, really, all the signs show that we are just before Messiah. And in fact, it is known that, like the strongest darkness is before the dawn, before morning, the same thing spiritually and physically, The strongest darkness, which is darkness represents troubles. Yes, and this is exactly what we have now. Before the morning, the redemption, the time of Messiah. So let us learn and understand we are now in very important time, month of Elul, just before the days of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. So let us really take things seriously, do Tshuva, keep the Torah, the Shabbos, and everything, purity of life. And only then was the Torah promises. He said, if you will follow and fulfill my laws, נתתי שלום בארץ, you will have peace, ישבתם לבטח, you will settle in your land, is secure, no problem. The produce of fruits and everything will be growing. And if not, 98 trouble. Troubles, which all of them came in the Holocaust, which we read the Sabbath, and all the Sabbath before. Rosh Hashanah, we read these 98 curses, hoping that these curses will be finished, and we will come into really time of joy and happiness. So let us really take these things into our heart, into our mind, realizing where we are now, end of days, and hoping we'll keep the Torah, for the only Torah which kept the Jews up to these days. And we keep the also. If you look at all those like Reform and others who left the Torah, nothing remains with them. The third generation of Reform, far away, not Judaism, so the first generation still something, The third generation, assimilation, nothing, they're not Jewish. But those who kept the Shabbos all the time, they kept the Torah, exist up to those days. So interesting and important and significant and relevant table to our days.